Hello, party people! Who here has ever been to a puppet slam? Raise your hand. Who here has done puppetry? Raise your hand. Who here is a puppet? Have someone else raise your hand. My name is Crystal and I'm a tulpa, and I'll be your MC for tonight. I'm here to brighten your day, literally. If you don't know what a tulpa is, maybe don't look it up. It's a slippery slope is all I'm saying. Tulpas are the physical manifestation of an imaginary friend. Maybe all puppets are tulpas when you really think about it. Maybe don't think about it. I got on that Google search train and that is a hard ride to get off is all I'm saying. Oh, I can feel some of you looking it up anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. I am an energy being that lives on your good feelings. So when you're having a good time, I get to stay alive. So are we having a good time? Oh, good. Your positive vibes are my literal life force. No pressure. I'm only move, breathe, dance, love because you're here. But that also might be one of the definitions of puppetry. Anywho, this is the 11th Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam in the last 6 years by our own puppet pioneer and trailblazer, Katy Williams. Katy saw her first puppet slam at the National Puppetry Festival and was inspired to start her own right here in Colorado. Puppet slams are a night of short-form puppetry for adults. You never know what's going to happen next. Like a praying mantis ripping off the head of her tango dance partner on stage, or a clown giving birth. Who remembers that one? Oh, that's definitely something you don't forget. We have had some fantastic partners in the past for our previous slams, including the Black Buzzard, Green Box Arts, the Colorado Response Team, and the Mellowbow Art Theater. And we are so excited to be back in this beautiful venue here at the Ellie Calkins Opera House basement. They put the really classy stuff upstairs, and that's why we're down here at the bottom. Hopefully that sets good expectations for the standards for our show tonight. You know, the last time we were here was February 28th, 2020. Who was at that show? Oh boy, a few things have happened since then, haven't they? We are different people now. We have stared into the abyss, confronted our own mortality, and we will never be the same. But let's thank Big Peter Dirth and Mike DiGabriel Bell of Denver Arts and Venues for helping bring us back together again. And we are so excited to share that tonight is our biggest show yet of any Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam. We sold out. We are so glad you made it in. We are so happy to have you. And big round of applause for the folks way in the back. I hope you can see my sparkly lights. They're really pretty. Oh, you're giving me great vibes. Good job. And remember, fellow millennials, if you see something cool and want to share it, the hashtag for this event is RM Puppet Slam. And fellow boomers, the # for this event is RM Puppet Slam. We love seeing your pics. You're welcome to take your own as long as you don't scare the puppets. They don't like flash, and I don't like competition. First up, we are so excited to introduce Lunacies, a team that includes Leah Casper, Jeremy Woodard, Stephen Dewey, Kelsey Kernan. This is an excerpt from Grim Mountain Legends, based on a true Colorado legend from Estes Park. Miner Bill had a reputation of spinning stories about a mysterious flesh-eating blue mist and the shapeshifters that roamed around his property in Rocky Mountain National Park. I promise they aren't related to me. But it was still fun and games until he was left with nothing but his skeleton. Ooh. To this day, the mine is sealed off and many have claimed to have seen something supernatural there. Please, let's give a huge round of applause for Lunacies!
fine folks is back. They're back. And they're just in time for us to give them a little morsel of a much longer story about something I may or may not have conjured up way up in a mine where my heart is. That's where my heart is. Rocky Mountain National Park. I give you a name. Then you turn once again. Breathing your flames. But you put out the fire. And you still place the blame. You're furious 1 minute. You're loving the next. The angels are all weeping. Cause you won't give them a rest. You have hooves and a snout. That blocks the moon. When the moon is revealed, all hell breaks loose in the room. I saw you in the river. Seducing all the creatures. You turned into stardust. You threw them in the air. Folks are all talking about the last deed you done. You left too many bodies. Rotting in the sun.
you gotta say, going up. Thank you, Lunacies. Also, be sure to check out their show. It's called And Words in Love, and it opened last night in Fort Collins. It's a performance puzzle in a Masonic temple. You don't want to miss it. Tonight, we will also feature a puppet lab after the show. I'm sure the puppeteers will be so excited to talk to someone after all of this isolation. Remember, a puppeteer in isolation is never lonely because they can always make new friends. Yeah, just like a tulpa, you will ascend to existence and you always have someone to talk to. We'd also like to take a moment and let you know about a very special piece by Sandra Blanchard called In Memory. Sandra is the artistic director of the Public Works Theater Company, and she's performing her new Teatro Lam Lam In Memory. It's a 4-minute puppetry piece designed to be viewed by one person at a time. It'll be over by the Puppet Museum by the stairs, so be sure to check that out after the show. And I'm so excited to introduce our next act, Julie Tauti. Julie is in her 7th Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam. She even performed on Zoom with us when she was in Mexico. Talk about dedication. She's an extraordinary multidisciplinary artist from Colorado who makes art, stage manages on roller skates, and puppeteers with shadows. In her former life, she was an aerialist with a traditional traveling circus in England. And tonight is the premiere of her newest combination of circus and puppetry with Circus 101. Let's give a big hand to Julie Tauti.
We've tried it over and over. There's no... Hi. Hello? I'm telling her, she wants to come out here after that amazing act and do something really amazing for you. She wants to learn circus. But we have tried so many different things. Remember when we tried trapeze? Yeah, that didn't go so well. Remember the acrobatics? Did not work at all. Need I mention the juggling? Yeah. Listen, I know a lot of different circus skills. I've taught people all over the world, and I'm sorry, I have to say, I think circus is just not for you. Oh, they all feel sad for you. All right, listen, I brought one more thing that we haven't tried. Want to try it? Should we try one more thing, everybody? This is one of the harder circus skills, but we'll give it a shot. It's called spinning plates. All right, the first thing when you're learning to spin a plate is you're going to need a stick. So go ahead and get yourself a stick right over... I'm going to need a stick, so go ahead and there's a whole soup piece there, just... All right, this is how this is going to go. Fine. You can use this stick. Go ahead and hold it. I'll help you. Great. Now the next step is to hold the stick at the bottom. No, not your bottom. No. Hold the stick at the bottom of the stick. All right. Okay, you got it. Now hold the stick up. Hold it up. Hold. No. Okay, hold on. Just right there. Okay. Now everyone, this is the proper position when spinning a plate. The next thing you need to do is get yourself a plate. All right. Everyone, this is a genuine circus spinning plate. Very special. As you can see, the plate has a lip. So what you need to do is you need to put your lip on the stick. I should have seen that coming. Hold on. All right, now you're going to put the lip of the plate on the stick. I'll help you. Balance it. Woo! All right, everybody. Right. We're not there yet. Okay. You got to get your hand back down. Okay. Woo. All right. Woo. Okay, hold the up, hold the bottom of the stick. Okay? The next step is to go in a circle. No. Not that way. Oh my God. Okay, wait. You're gonna hold the stick. Hold the bottom. Hold the bottom of the stick. Hold it up. We're gonna go in a circle. Slowly. Oh. Try it. Flip, stick. Okay. We can do it. We might need a little applause here. Help us. Just like we heard. All right. Lip on the stick. There you go. Hold it. We can do it together. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. There's one trick she wanted to do for you. I don't know, man. This is rough. I told you. Sock puppets and circus. Not Wait.
You got this!
We got this. One more little trick. I think she can do it. There's a lot of tricks you can do, but finger spinning is one of the hardest.
Great job, Julie. Let's give her another round of applause. That is impressive. Up next is Megan Casey. Megan found out what ventriloquism was when she was only 5 years old. When growing up, her dad would read to her using puppets. One day when he was reading to her, she looked over and saw his throat was moving and put 2 and 2 together that he was the one making the puppet talk. It was a pretty mind-blowing experience for a 5-year-old. Now at 28 years old, she runs her own business, Rocky Mountain Puppets, and for the past 23 years, she has been performing around the United States. This upcoming summer, she has 228 shows scheduled. Yeah, let's give a round of applause for that. Megan began her social media journey in 2020 and has gained over 3.5 million followers across her platforms on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. In addition to performing live shows, she also creates content for businesses in all shapes and sizes. Tonight, she brought along her beagle puppet, Schuster. We all know that dogs are notorious for marking their territory every chance they get, so Schuster is going to give us humans some insight into the form of communication that dogs use while making their presence known. It's called P-mail. Let's hear it for Megan!
Thank you. How's everyone doing? Good. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm not doing so good.
I'm sorry, what do you say? You're not doing good?
Yeah, neither one in the suitcase.
Oh my gosh, Schuster. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot about you.
Yeah. This isn't normal though. It's not every day someone forgets that they put their dog inside a suitcase. I don't know what you did to that. You even let my water go empty. I was torched. You left me to die.
You were gonna die. You're being overdramatic.
No, I'm not.
Schuster.
I'm just really thirsty.
It's fine.
It's fine. I guess I can forgive you.
What, really? Can you?
Of course I can. What kind of animal do you think I am, a cat?
No, but...
I should probably mention that I left a little present in there for you.
Ew.
Don't worry, I put a bow on top of it to make it nice and pretty.
Okay. That's disgusting. Why would you do that?
I want my presence to be known.
No.
Hey, do you think we can go for a walk later?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I gotta check the email.
I'm sorry, the what?
The email.
What's P-mail?
You know, it's like a text message up for dogs.
Okay. And what do you do?
Well, you know when you take us on walks and we mark our territories?
Yeah.
Well, it's like a message between other dogs. Do you want to know what a Rottweiler said the other day?
Sure. What did a Rottweiler say?
I will thank you.
Is that it?
No, I'm not done.
Okay.
I was pausing for dramatic effect. Read the room, jeez.
Okay. All right. As you were saying.
The Rottweiler said, I will thank you. And I will pee on you. If you pee where I peed. Goes off, buddy.
Okay. Really? He said that?
Yeah, he was giving us some real Liam Neeson vibes from that message.
What's the most annoying message that a dog has left?
Oh, I think this one said,
Okay. What dog said that?
a chihuahua.
Yeah, chihuahuas are annoying.
Those things are annoying.
Wait. Did you just call a chihuahua a thing?
Yep.
It's a breed of dog.
Nope, it's a thing.
Okay, well,
They're really annoying, and I just don't like it.
well, yeah. Oh, I have a question.
What?
What's the most difficult dog breed to spell?
Chihuahua?
Okay. Can you spell it?
How about Chihuahua? No.
Just spell it out. Come on.
Chihuahua. Yep, that's it.
Okay. No. Not the syllables. I mean the letters.
Chihuahua.
Not quite there.
Well, at least I could try with that.
Okay, it's fine, Schuster. Hey, I have another question.
What is it?
What is the most annoying thing that you don't like that dog owners do?
Ooh. Oh, I know.
What?
You know when we go for a walk and I'm going off somewhere to sniff something that I shouldn't be sniffing?
Yeah?
And they give me a little yank on the leash?
Yeah.
Well, let's do a little reenactment, shall we?
Okay.
Just pretend I had a leash on me, alright?
Alright.
Ooh, is this a flower? I wonder if there's a bug on it. Oh, wait, here's another one.
Okay.
Ooh, is this another present that a dog left?
That's not anything like that.
Here's one more. Oh, I wonder if there's food in the rat.
You're being too dramatic.
No, it's not. I think I have whiplash from you doing it.
I did not pull you that hard on the dog leash.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Steve, how don't I do it to you?
You can't pull it. I would need to have a collar and a leash.
Oh, that reminds me.
Mind you of what?
You know those little Gucci tracker thingies you guys put on dog collars? Oh, I think they're called air tags.
Yeah.
I don't like it. They itch.
Okay. How do air tags itch?
I just don't like them. They're not comfortable.
Okay. Calm down. If I take your air tag off, will you stop complaining about it?
I mean, I guess. Now, can we go? I gotta go potty.
Okay, we can go potty.
You gotta go fast before I use you as a fire hydrant.
Okay. Let's just go then, okay?
Alright, bye guys!
Oh man, I stand Megan so hard. Be sure to follow her on TikTok at Megan M. Casey. True story, Megan is the reason that I got on TikTok to see all of her amazing work. Life hack, you can keep the Puppet Slam going after you leave home tonight just by following a few social media handles. And you can have more puppet experimental weirdness for all your late night insomniac scrolling. Just at the push of a button, you can learn about all the performers tonight by clicking on the QR code in your program. This next piece was originally performed for the Los Angeles Guild of Puppetry's Puppetzilla on World Puppetry Day with Cindy Parr, Angie Parr, and Elijah Atkins, who did the face animations in this piece. They performed this live over Zoom, introduced by Liz Hara of Sesame Street. I better say nice things about Cindy. I feel like she's right behind me. Enjoy Cooking in Space. I am a robot. My name is Fluffy, and I am talking to you from outer space. I was lonely being in space all alone by myself for so long that I made a friend. And by that I mean I made another robot using parts of myself and parts of the ship. He does not reason the way that I reason, and he makes me mad sometimes, but he helps to pass the time anyway. So welcome my first and only guest to the show, Other Parts of Me.
Hello! It is a pleasure to be on the show, Fluffy.
On today's show, we are going to teach you how to make food that we cannot eat because we do not eat food, and that you cannot eat either because we are in the void of space. The endless, endless void. And you are all on Earth watching us make food that we cannot eat, and neither can you, for our mutual enjoyment and benefit.
We have studied much of your Earth entertainment, and you like to watch people do things.
You watch people play games even though you are not playing the game yourself, and this is fun. You watch people build houses and build things in their houses, and you watch them make things, and you do not make these things, but you like watching them make these things. So you will watch and like us making food. Today, you will like watching us making spaghetti.
Spaghetti always reminds me of dinners growing up, where my mother would pick wild noodles from the field and coax them inside using gluten as bait. It was warmer then, as spaghetti grows best in the summertime, which is a good reminder to preheat your oven. What are you doing?
Jump to recipe. Jump to recipe.
First, you start with your ingredients.
You who are also not making this at home will need 1 16-ounce box of dry spaghetti noodles, 6 quarts of cold water that will soon be hot water, and 1 16-ounce can of tomato paste.
Step 1. Remove the dry noodles.
Remove the dry noodles.
Step 2. Take 6 quarts of water and add it to the dry noodles.
I calculate that is 6 quarts exactly.
Step 3. Prepare your bread for eating with the spaghetti by slicing it first. You need a knife.
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 Removing knife. Here is a knife.
Excellent. There we are. Very sharp knife to cut your bread.
Cutting the bread with the knife.
Step 4. To make your bread turn into toast, insert bread into the toaster.
Inserting bread into toaster. A little bit of a jolt there. Pop! The bread sounds.
Step 5. Wait 11 minutes for noodles to become al dente.
Ding! The noodles are now al dente. Squishy noodles.
Yes.
Take some. We will share.
Step 6. Step 6. Add tomato paste to the squishy noodle. Sure, yes, dipping it is fine. There we are. If you're having trouble getting your spaghetti to stick together, remember that eggs are a good binding agent. There we are. Eggs and noodles, eggs and noodles. I think we're finished.
I think we are ready for the plating ceremony. We shall plate it.
Here we are.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's add some Parmesan to make it look nicer.
Say when. Say when. Just like my mother used to hunt and peel herself. Thank you for joining us on Cooking in Space. Be sure to like and follow us on Ugram and Institute.
We are still not sure how to make friends, but we would like you as friends and subscribers. And you will like watching us make things instead of you here in outer space. And maybe someday you can see the things we make when the spaghetti-shaped meteor we lost just now in space visits you on Earth at 522 miles per second in 827 years.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your day on Earth and your gravity.
Thank you, Fluffy, and other parts of me. You know, I've got to say that's a really great coat. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I wondered why this coat smelled like spaghetti and eggs. Up next, Katy Williams and Melanie Binden will be presenting the prologue of Colorado Sky, a new opera written by Ben Morris and Laura Fuentes that explores the reintroduction of wolves back into Colorado. The opera is from the point of view of a wolf pup, Sky, who travels back to Colorado with his mother, Luna. SoHap Ensemble is proud to be producing this new work alongside Art Song Colorado. Colorado Sky will be opening at the Dairy Center the first week of June. The puppet design in this piece was done by Melanie Binden. A visual storyteller at heart, Melanie works with local theaters, schools, and events to bring imagination and dreams to life through community. Her artwork centers collaboration and a connection to people, bringing the inanimate to life. And this piece has direction by Katy Williams, the producer of tonight's show. Katy's a Colorado-based puppeteer, fabricator, and the owner of Katy Williams Design. She's the founder of the Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam and the children's festival, Puppet Palooza. She's also a featured presenter and performer at the National Puppetry Festival, is the president of the Rocky Mountain Puppetry Guild, and was a True West Award winner in 2019 and currently serves on the board of Puppeteers of America. The singer for this piece is Sabrina Belasmo. We are so lucky to get to hear opera here at the Ellie Calkins Opera House. Enjoy a prologue for Colorado Sky. piece in June at the Dairy Center. You know, it's hard asking for help. I think puppets would be the first to admit that. We can't even really talk or move without assistance. So let's start by recognizing our crew tonight. We'd love to thank our stage manager, Abby Walls, and Maya Ricklick, Beckett Irwin, and Melissa Bay for all their help backstage. We also want to thank Melanie and Playful Mirrors for the poster design, and a special thank you to Corey Gilstrap and Bobby Nathan for all their support at front of house. Let's give them a round of applause. We want to thank our photographer, Daniel Sarch. I'm sure my changing lights are driving you crazy, but thank you for being here. And thank you to Zia Matson for running the Puppet Museum. If you haven't seen it yet, make sure to go. And for Sandra Blanchard for doing the special piece back there. Let's give them a round. We also want to thank our wonderful tech team in the booth, Andrew, Steve, and Justin. Manager Mark DeGabriel Bell and Peter Durth for making this possible. Our next puppeteer is Kyla Storm. Her journey into puppetry began as a child. She and her sisters played countless hours playing with their stuffed animals, coming up with personalities, and eventually that led to the world of fluff. Today, the world of fluff has transitioned from stuffed animals to taxidermy ones. Through taxidermy puppetry, Kyla has been able to present forgotten grim fairy tales and fun, thoughtful poems of her own. Tonight, Kyla presents one of her own short pieces called The Rabbit, Not the Hare. Let's hear it for Kyla!
There once was a rabbit who had a bad habit of calling himself a hare. I'm fast and I'm nimble. I'm tall and not simple. To call me a rabbit's not fair. But his neighbor, a bird, thought him oh so absurd that the rabbit so deeply cared. So she hatched up a plan, and she picked up some sand, and she met the rabbit at his lair. Yoo-hoo! Dear sir, could I borrow some fur? I'm so tired of flying in the air. So I'm collecting some sand and some far from this land, so that I may hop forever, I swear. But why would you wish to no longer swish in the sky with the birds in pair? For the same reason why I consider it high treason for anyone to call you a rabbit and not a hare. If I'm not a swallow, well, I might as well wallow in the dirt with the worms and the bears. As the rabbit, or as the bird hopped away, the rabbit became okay with his lot in not being a hare. It would be sad if the sky lost the birds because of I'm a rabbit, and nothing else quite compares.
Great job, Kyla! We are thrilled to have local magician and ventriloquist Wonders by Jane with us tonight. Jane was born in New York's mystical Catskill Mountains into a family of magicians. She just finished a successful run of her one-woman magical theater show, Strange Tales of Love and Devotions, for last summer's Denver Fringe. This piece also features the oldest puppet you'll see tonight, at 68 years old, that has been lovingly passed from father to daughter. Jane weaves tales at the nexus of emotion and perception from magic and strange events. She makes stories like this in vignette in honor of her father, True. Let's give a huge round of applause for Jane and her puppet, Eddie!
So I'd like to tell you a story. I was born a magician. My father was a magician, and he learned from his Uncle Ed, and he taught me, and I have a daughter. And it's also traditional in our family to do ventriloquism. Eddie's actually 69, I lied. And my dad died very, very young. He passed away at 54. And my daughter, who was only 7 years old, loved her grandfather very, very much. And so she snuck into the garage where Pop-Pop worked to tell the doll. It's a true story. Now, wasn't there, and I'm not exactly sure how it goes, but I think it went something like this. Eddie, wake up. Eddie, wake up. Hi, Jeannie. Where's Pop-Pop? Well, Eddie, Pop-Pop's gone. Gone? Where'd he go? Well, he passed away. He died. Died? What's that? Well, it means that he's gone to sleep and he's never going to wake up. I don't want him to. Wake him up. Eddie, I don't know how. Hey, Eddie. Yeah. Why don't we do that joke you did with Poppy about the money? Okay. If you had $2 in this pants pocket, and you had $2 in this pants pocket, well, what would you have? I would have somebody else's pants on. Eddie, yeah, I miss Poppy. Me too. Eddie, I love Poppy. Me too. Eddie, I love you. I love you too. Folks, I really was born into a magician's family, and I really spent most of my life performing either part-time or full-time. And it's never a greater pleasure than to walk out on stage and see you all. But I'd like to take a moment. I'd like to take a moment to do a toast. Anybody still got their drink? All right. And this is to my father, who I love very much. And to creatives across the world. To my dad. To artists and performers everywhere, and to the audience.
Great job, Jane and Eddie. You can find both on Facebook under Wonder Letters by Jane, and Eddie Wood. He has his own account. Be sure to follow them for more adventures. Our next piece is a film by the House of Funny Noises, a film collective between puppeteer Catherine Rock, puppet maker Izzy Bristow, and animator Helena Houghton. Their first collaboration won an honorable mention for the LA Guild of Puppetry's 48-hour puppet film project. Follow at House of Funny Noises on Instagram and Facebook for even more short, sweet, and sickening puppet films. Enjoy this next piece entitled Sling Jaw.
This is a sling jaw rat. It is like most other reef fish. It hides from predators. It burrows itself in the sand to sleep. It gets freaky with other fish. The female will even become male if they get big enough, so they can get freaky with as many fish as possible to produce as many babies as possible. This is called protogeneous hermaphroditism. The babies then float away in the current to grow into big strong fish, or get eaten by shrimp. Really, most of them will get eaten by shrimp. But all of that is speculation, because humans only care about one thing when it comes to the sling jaw rats. Its weird mouth. This is what scientists call extreme jaw protrusion, and the sling jaw rat does it best of all the fish. You see, the sling jaw likes to eat tiny, tiny things. Not quite that tiny. Back it up just a bit. And tiny, tiny things are pretty dang good at hiding, until someone with a highly protrusible jaw comes along. If we take a quick look inside the sling jaw's head, we can see just what kind of wonderful madness makes this possible. Boo! Spooky, right? You can see the complexity of the structures that allow the sling jaw to thrust its jaw forward so far. Like other fish in its order, it has a simple four-bar linkage composed of its eye bones and cranium that can extend its close relation's jaw forward half the distance of the sling jaw. But to get those extra few centimeters of extension, the sling jaw has undergone an incredible adaptation in its lower jaw, developing a full six-bar mechanism that is both dynamic and robust enough to reliably catch fish. Highly protrusible jaws also keep small prey from being pushed away from their mouths as the fish swims towards it. Would you rather try and catch shrimp with your flappy human lips set into your big mammal face? Or with your delicate human fingers, if they were also attached to your big mammal face? Thanks to millennia of intense evolution, that is not something the sling jaw will have to worry about ever again. So now you know about the sling jaw rats.
Job, House of Funny Noises. You know, I'm pretty, yeah, great. Let's give them another round. Like you get the warm-up applause and then that other applause, I'll take it. I am pretty transparent. I mean straightforward. People feel like they can see right through me. It's like you can see straight through my skull, or hand. I mean, I say what I mean. And I have to say, I stan you stans tonight. Yeah, I'm getting so re-energized by all of you. Good job. Our next perform, I'll take more, yeah. Woo! Oh, we got a woo crowd, I love it. Our next performer is Zia Madsen. We have had the honor of performing with for at least 5 puppet slams. Zia has been doing puppetry regularly since 2018, but has always had a love for the art. Most recently, she worked as a puppeteer at Jurassic World: The Exhibition and was a production assistant on a shoot with the real Cookie Monster and Oscar the Grouch. Her puppet, Lucius the Bat, is returning for his second performance at the Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam, and he's pleased as peach to be here. Let's hear it for Zia!
Hello, everyone. I'm really nervous. This is only the second slam I performed in. Lucius the Bat. Zia's done other ones, as has been previously said. Okay. Well, look at that moon. Isn't it pretty? Don't you sometimes wish you could visit the moon? Well, I did. don't think I'd like to live there. Though I'd like to look down at the earth from above, I would miss all the places and people I love. So although I may like it for one afternoon, I don't want to live it on the moon. I'd like to travel under the sea. I would meet all the fish everywhere. Yes, I'd travel under the sea, but I don't think I'd like to live there. I might stay for a day there if I had my wish, but there's not much to do when your friends are all fish, and an oyster and clam aren't real family, so I don't want to live in the sea. I'd like to visit the jungle, hear the lions roar, go back in time and meet a dinosaur. There's so many strange places I'd like to be, but none of them permanently. So if I should visit the moon, I would dance on a moonbeam, and then I will make a wish on a star, and I'd wish I was home once again. Though I'd like to look down at the earth from above, I would miss all the places and people I love. So although I may go, I'll be coming home soon. 'Cause I don't want to live on the moon. No, I don't want to live on the moon. Well, thank you.
Great job, Zia. And with that, we're going to take a short intermission. And don't forget to tip your bartender. I'm going to get myself a Bud Light. And let's give our great staff a round of applause while we're at it. Take 10, everyone.
Pleurais dans tes bras, mais tu ne voulais pas. M'as-tu regardé même une seule fois quand je pleurais dans ma valise, rue de l'Opéra?
C'est si bon de partir n'importe où, bras dessus, bras dessous, en chantant des chansons. C'est si bon de se dire des mots doux, des petits riens du tout, mais qui en disent long. En voyant notre vie.
Hello, testing. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'll take more applause. Welcome back. Boy, I'm feeling a little lightheaded. I think it's from the drink I got at intermission. Boy, am I lit. Anywho, our next performer, Deirdre Duval, is here to turn everything you think you know about puppetry on its head. She's been dancing for over a decade in Denver and is an award-winning artist. She won Best Nerdlesque for her Bob Ross act at A Burley Q in 2019, and she was Best in Show at the Casa Bonita Art Show at Next Galleries last year. It's going on right now, so go check that out too. She loves puppets, burlesque, and long walks in the rain, and everyone in the audience. Aww. This piece was born from her desire to combine two of her passions, burlesque and puppetry. Let's give a huge welcome for the incredibly talented Deirdre Duval. Great job. Thank you, Dirty Duvel. You might remember her from our last performance, Felt Up at the Denver Clock Tower Cabaret last February. Featuring puppetry and burlesque through a collaboration with Polka Dotty and Katy Williams Design. Who saw that one? Great! And if you missed it, guess what? You have another chance to see it. We will be performing in the early fall right here in this venue in the studio loft space here just upstairs through a collaboration with Denver Arts and Venues and Denver Performing Arts Complex. Let's give them another round of applause. Our next puppeteer is a ventriloquist. Ventriloquism is an extremely challenging form of puppetry done by very talented puppeteers who can do all the same things other puppeteers do, but without moving their lips. I mean, anyone can hold up a puppet and pretend the puppet was talking, but it takes someone with real talent to... Oh, I'm so sorry, I wasn't talking about you. Anywho, Drake Scott has performed comedy, sketches, and music, paints portraits and caricatures, and enjoys writing, eating cheese, and making random things talk. Oh, good. You can see him perform as Leonardo da Vinci with the Talking Mona Lisa at the Renaissance Festival, and he has performed ventriloquism at several puppet slams. You might have seen him before the show with his puppet orangutan. For this next piece, please enjoy Drake and Gil, the Friendly Dragon. Great job, Drake. Thank you so much. I'd also like to say we had a few folks leave at intermission. Some little kiddos went home for bedtime. So if some folks in the back want to sneak up here and kind of peek, we have a couple of chairs up here. In fact, if we could get like 3 or 4 volunteers, there's like 2 or 3 spots here in the front row, and we'd love to have you. I know you were a little later than all these folks in the front, but we still would love to have you. All right, great. Next up, we have an active member of the Rocky Mountain Puppetry Guild, and we'd love to take this moment to say if you're enjoying what you see tonight, consider signing up for the Guild too. It's a cool way to meet new puppeteers and expand your craft, and we have info back there at the table, or talk to any of us after the show if you're interested. We'd always love to have new members, and we'd love to have you too. And with that, we are excited to introduce Larry Lee Hensel, a professor emeritus from the University of Wyoming, who has trained classical and musical theater students. Larry is very proud of the nickname he was given by his students, Scary Larry. He founded Opera in a Gym, a touring ensemble for young audiences where he incorporated puppets into the production. Speaking of classical singers, operatic tenors are often stereotyped as the type of singer who adheres to anything you can sing, I can sing louder. We are fortunate to have such a singer here tonight for your pleasure. Let's hear it for Larry.
I just thought I'd set this up a little bit. Throughout my career, I've been really proud to support small community choruses. Inevitably, though, every time I go, they always sing Handel's Messiah. Yeah, see, you're familiar with that too. About 4 years ago, I was in the New York area, and I caught this great performance of Messiah, which was performed by the amateur men's chorus of the Fire Island Opera Company, who were joined by the amateur women's chorus of the Martha Vineyards Auxiliary Association for the Appreciation and Consideration of Mayfair Descendants. They're not the liveliest of groups. When they found out that they were going to be singing with the amateur male chorus of the Fire Island Opera Company, they were simply furious. Until 3 of the soloists from the choirs were picked from their members, but they couldn't find a local tenor. And so they decided to hire the famous amateur British tenor, Reginald Theophilus Higginsabottom, who lives in the town of, there are fairies in the bottom of the garden at St. Dipna's nursery. I don't know why you're laughing, it's a lovely town. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, for your incredible pleasure tonight, I have gotten the great amateur British tenor, Reginald Theophilus Higginsabottom, to sing for you this evening. He is going to be singing an aria from Handel's Messiah, Every Valley. So please give a round of applause to the great amateur British tenor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me great pleasure to see all of your lovely plebeian American faces. I feel I am very well qualified to sing this aria for you, as I was for many years the favorite pupil of the great Viennese maestro, Herr Dr. Spreifekutus Pabelstibitz, whose mother was a Gewitch. He taught me everything I know, including singing. Oh, look, they're tuning. Aren't they just darling? Oh, hello, you. Oh, you. Woof. About a drink afterwards. My number is 44 dial a stud UK. every valley shall be exalted, shall be shall be exalted, and every mountain and peak may grow. The crooked straight, and the rough places the crooked straight, and the rough places and the rough places every valley, every valley shall be exalted. Every valley shall be exalted, and every mountain and hill made low. The crooked straight, the crooked straight, the crooked straight, and the rough places played, and the rough places played, and the rough places played. The crooked straight, and the rough, oh wait a minute, cadenza, and the rough wait, that's my trill.
Proceeds from tonight's event will go directly to puppeteers, future slams, and the Denver Actors Fund. If you aren't familiar with the Denver Actors Fund, yeah, we can give them a round. It's to help actors, stage managers, directors, and others throughout the whole state of Colorado with situational medical needs. As of January, the Denver Actors Fund has distributed more than $1 million to help recipients. So here's a huge thank you to all of you who have donated to this worthy cause, and if you haven't donated yet, you still have a chance. We are so excited for our next puppeteer, Joshua the Ventriloquist. He's not in the program, but you can look on the QR code and read about his bio. I am so excited he's here. He has performed everywhere from living rooms to his own shows in Las Vegas showrooms. You can watch his comedy ventriloquist special, Joshua the Ventriloquist, fleecing the family on Amazon Prime Video. Wow. Yeah, his performances are a unique mix of mischief, mayhem, puppets, and puns. I love that. Let's give a huge round of applause for Joshua the ventriloquist!
Hello, Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam! How y'all doing? That was weak. We're gonna need way more energy than that. How are you doing? Yeah, let's keep that intensity up for the remainder of the show. One time, give it up for the amazing Crystal and Cindy Paul. They've been doing a great job emceeing. And really, hurt your hands, hurt your voices. Give it up for Katy Williams. She's done an amazing job putting this on together tonight. I am Joshua the ventriloquist, and I know what you guys are thinking. A ventriloquist, you usually work with a partner, and it looks like I am up here alone. Perceptive of you. Which is why I'm going to need a volunteer isn't the right word. I'm going to need a victim. Perhaps somebody with a devilishly good-looking haircut. Perhaps somebody with a handsome 5 o'clock shadow. Perhaps somebody currently trying to throw his wife under the bus. Come on up, sir. Give him a big round of applause. Oh, now you come right over here. What's your name? Brian. Brian, step right up here. Everybody give Brian a big round of applause just for coming up here. Brian, what do you do for a living?
I work for Jeffco at Open Space.
You work for Jeffco Open Space? Yeah, give it up. Well, Brian, today you have been promoted to a ventriloquist assistant. Do you all know what we call a ventriloquist assistant? No, that's what my wife calls me. You guys are mean. We're going to call him by his name. One more time, what's your name? Don't beat me to the funny parts, Brian. Brian, thank you so much for coming up here. I want you to know you're going to go home with a lot of great memories. I don't make fun of people. I have fun with people, okay? So you're going to go home with some great memories. We're going to have some fun up here. But in order for that to happen, I do need you to play along, okay? Okay. And then I don't want you to have to worry about memorizing lines or knowing what to do. So I am going to ask you to wear a mask. You should be recording. All right, Brian, so the nose goes over your nose, the chin goes over your chin. It is anatomically correct, unlike the Barbie dolls we used to play with. So go ahead and put that right over your face, and then I do. Got it? All right, and then I do sanitize it in between every show. So does it smell a little bit like alcohol in there? Yep, that's because you've been drinking, Brian. All right, so for the rest of the show, I'm going to do all the talking, okay? He got it on the first try. Give him a big round of applause. The first thing we need to do is we need to find a voice for Brian. We need to find something tough, something macho, something manly, something like this. Brian, do you want to change that voice? Shake your head. Yes, you want to change that voice? Oh no, it's exactly what I sound like in my head. You said that you worked for the Open Space Department. Yes, that's what I do. Have you ever wanted to do anything else? What do you mean? I mean, like, have you ever had a dream? Yeah. What's your dream? I've always wanted to sing and dance. The dancing is the most important part. Brian, I can't ask you to sing and dance. This audience couldn't clap and cheer and encourage you to sing and dance.
I really can't ask you to sing and dance. You can't stop me. All right, well, if I can't stop you, the stage is yours. Okay, I'm gonna warm up. I'm gonna do a little warm up. I'm gonna warm up the voice. Here we go. La, 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 la. Sorry, I had to clear your throat. Okay, I'm ready. I'm gonna start by doing a classic interpretive dance. Ooh, a classic interpretive dance. Here we go. I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my handle. Here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Okay, you want to do another? Yes, this time I'm going to shake my chest the whole time I dance. Yeah, exactly like that. So you're going to shake your chest just like that. Just like that. Show me one more time. Yeah. All right, I'm going to shake my chest. I'm going to start and I'm not going to stop. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard and they're like, it's better than yours, darn right. It's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge. Okay, one more. This time I'm gonna need a beat. Oh, do you want me to get the audience to clap a beat? Yes, I do. Okay, I'm gonna have everybody clap a beat. I don't want you to go too fast or too slow, just a nice steady beat. Now it's important that you don't stop, and it's important that you don't speed up or slow down, because he's not that good. All right, here we go. I'm gonna start by waving my hand in the air. My right hand's going in the air. Woo! Now my left hand is going in the air. Now I'm gonna wave like I just don't care. Woo! Now I'm gonna move my feet to the beat. And now here I'm gonna freestyle and really let loose. Here we go. Yeah! Woo! And now I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna twerk. I'm gonna twerk. Woo! I gotta stop you there. Let me get this mask off, you don't go anywhere just yet. Do you all think he did a great job? If you think he did a great job, the best way you can show him he did a great job is I need each and every one of you to stand up and give him the standing ovation that he has earned. Right now, give him a standing ovation. Ryan! Clap for him all the way back to the chair! Take your bell, you've earned it! Woo! One more time, give it up for Brian! Staff who put this on tonight. Give it up for our wonderful host, our wonderful MC. Come on out. I am Joshua the ventriloquist, and you have been a great audience. Thank you so very much.
Great job, Joshua. Be sure to check out his special on Amazon Prime. Great. Next up, we have Ryan Wilkes. Ryan's a puppeteer and creature performer living in Denver. His work as a lead puppeteer in Jim Henson's Dark Crystal fan film assisted in winning the grand prize. This work has been featured at the Atlanta Center for Puppetry Arts and the New York Museum of Moving Image. He's also puppeteered several large-scale creature puppets with Theater Cross Borders and was recently featured in Onyx the Fortuitous in the Talisman of Souls, which just opened at Sundance. All right. He says it's too late to summon a demon. The demon is already here. This one is an emo demon just like us. Lonely, desperate, and horny as all hell. We are also giving a shout out to Six Demon Bag that includes Avarice and Velvet Enchantress. Let's give them both a huge round of applause. We're excited to have all three of them here for Resurrection. Thank you so much, Six Demon Bag. Great job, Avarice, Velvet Enchantress, and Brian. That puts puppets in a different sort of light, doesn't it? For our second to last piece, we are excited to bring Izzy Bristow back for her next film. Izzy got her master's in puppet design and production in England. She currently works as a freelance designer and maker of puppets between the southwest of England, Atlanta, Georgia, and Denver, Colorado. She's also doing a shadow puppet workshop at the end of the month if you'd like to sign up. Let's hear it for Izzy and her film, Sprout. Great job, Izzy. That was enlightening. We'd also like to take this opportunity to talk more about Katy Williams, our producer for tonight's Puppet Slam. Katy recently relocated to Colorado Springs, where she has her own wonderful at-home studio, a yard for her pup Tavo, and hometown friendships. She finally quit her corporate job to pursue puppetry full-time, so hit her up for gigs. And she's single too, just saying. If you like puppets and shadow art, come say hello. Katy's recent work has been seen at TheaterWorks, Theater Across Borders, the Millabo Art Theater, and the Santa Fe Playhouse. Stay tuned this summer for the next Puppet Palooza and a remount of The Shadows of Sleepy Hollow. She dearly misses the Denver community and so thankful for everybody who came out tonight to support puppets. We appreciate all of you for coming and your generous donations tonight. Remember, a portion of the slam goes toward future Puppet Slams, the Denver Actors Fund, all the performers and run crew involved tonight. And if you happen to forget to donate on the way in, you definitely have another chance. We have vases right up here, back at the table, and we'll take donations after the slam too. Our final piece for the evening was inspired by a Facebook post from Governor Jared Polis in 2020. It was adapted by Cindy Parr from the story by Edgar Allan Poe. The art was done by James Fuller and Julie Talty, voiceover acting by James Brunt, music and sound by Ben Morris, and direction from Katy Williams. 7 people came together over the last 2 weeks to put this piece together with 25 puppets. Oh my God. Nothing like waiting for the last minute. The puppeteers in this piece are Cindy Parr, Julie Talty, Maya Bricklick, and Katy Williams. This is also designed as a test run with the potential to create into a fully immersive shadow experience. So let us know if anyone wants to partner. Katy's also looking for a social media manager for the slam, so come let her know if you're interested in helping for our next one. Let's hear it for Mask of the Red Death! Julie Talty, Maya Bricklick, and Katy Williams. This is also designed as a test run with the potential to create into a fully immersive shadow experience. So let us know if anyone wants to partner. Katy's also looking for a social media manager for the slam, so come let her know if you're interested in helping for our next one. Let's hear it for Mask of the Red Death!
No pestilence pestilence had ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and the horror of blood. The scarlet stains upon the victim shut him out from the aid and from the sympathy of his fellow men. Death would occur within half an hour. But the Prince Prospero was happy and dauntless. When his dominions were half depopulated, he summoned 1,000 light-hearted knights and dames of his court to join him in his abbey. Inside the wall and gates of iron, they welded the bolts. The external world could take care of itself. While the pestilence raged furiously abroad, Prince Prospero entertained 1,000 friends at a ball of the most unusual magnificence. There were ballet dancers, there were musicians, there was beauty, there was wine. All these and security were inside. Outside was the Red Death. There were 3 rooms in the Imperial Suite. Each had a Gothic window of stained glass, the same color of all the decorations in the room. In the first were vividly blue windows with blue decorations. The second was green in all of its ornaments and tapestries. The third was shrouded in black velvet. But in this chamber, only the windows were scarlet, a deep blood color. The effect was ghastly in the extreme, and there were few of the company bold enough to set foot within. In this room was a gigantic clock of ebony. Its pendulum swung to and fro with a dull, heavy, monotonous clang. The sound was so peculiar a note that when the chimes of the clock rang, even the giddiest grew pale, and the musicians and dancers would pause in their performance. But when the echoes had fully ceased, a light laughter at once pervaded the assembly. The musicians looked at each other and smiled as if their own nervousness and folly and the dancing would resume. And yet, every hour the chiming of the clock had the same disturbing effect. At the sounding of midnight upon the clock, they noticed the presence of a masked figure. The figure was tall and gaunt, and shrouded from head to foot in the attire of the grave, with a mask that looked like a stiffened corpse, but he had gone so far as to resemble the Red Death. His brow was covered with the scarlet horror. When Prince Prospero saw him, he reddened with rage. Who dares insult us with this blasphemous mockery? Seize him and unmask him, that we may know whom to hang at sunrise. But there were none brave enough to touch him. The figure passed, unimpeded with the same solemn and measured step, through the blue chamber to the green, and finally to the scarlet chamber. Prince Prospero, maddening with rage and shame, rushed the figure, holding high his dagger. There was a sharp cry. The dagger dropped. Instantly afterwards fell prostrate in death. The Prince Prospero now was acknowledged the presence of the Red Death. He had come like a thief in the night, and one by one dropped the revelers in the blood-bedewed halls of their revel. The life of the ebony clock went out with that of the last of the party, and darkness and decay and the red death held illimitable dominion over all.
Hello, everyone. Oh my gosh. You guys, this many people? I didn't think this many people liked puppets. I thought it was just like us. This is great. Thank you guys so much for being here. My name is Katy Williams. I'm the producer of the Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. This is our biggest slam ever, both in acts and in audience, so thank you so much for being a part of this. I know, right? Like, oh my God. The slam started in 2018, and it started in a very tiny little bar, and there was like maybe under 100 people there. Sometimes the slam is in venues like this, sometimes it's on the side of a mountain in Green Mountain Falls. You're just like, you never know, right? So before COVID, I was producing 3 slams a year, and this year I'm getting back to that. So we will have 2 more this year, which is exciting. I know. I'm hoping that the Summer Slam will also coincide with the Puppet Palooza, which is what happened last year. And the Puppet Palooza is a day of puppetry for children specifically. So we build puppets, we have shows, we do education and workshops and all of that. And then at night, sometimes then we have the Puppet Slam, which is more for adults, which is really fun. So, okay, hold on, I wrote some notes in my bro. LOL. Okay, first of all, we have to thank Cindy, our MC. Can we please give a huge round of applause? Where is she? Cindy! Yeah! Cindy's amazing. Cindy's been performing for, what, like 25 years now, right? How many shows have we done together? Like 16? 17. Oh my God, we've done 17 shows together. Cindy's amazing. So this piece that we just did was a brainchild of mostly Cindy, and then I helped, which is great. She also built that puppet for this, which is cool. The crystal puppet was built for tonight. So it was amazing. So yeah, Cindy. All right, what else do I need to say? I wrote, wow, y'all like pups, because you like puppets. Another big, huge thank you to Peter Dirth and Mark DeGabriel DeBell, because they are huge in making this event happen. So let's give them one more round of applause. They're great, I love them. So then a couple just things to let you know. So the Puppet Slam, we run on mostly donations. So if you didn't get a chance to donate on your way in, we will happily take your money after. I have some vases, you can throw cash in there. You can talk to Melissa up front. She's got a little square thing. And that money goes directly to the people who you've seen perform tonight, as well as the tech staff. It also goes to the Denver Actors Fund, and then it goes to supporting the Puppet Slam in general. So please do that, we would love that. The museum will still be open after the slam, as well as the Puppet Lab. So the Puppet Lab will actually let you see puppets that you saw tonight. So for example, this piece that we just did, we'll keep the table up here. You can come up, you can ask questions, you can take pictures, as long as you tag us in your social media. Because I'm obviously bad at social media if you didn't hear me needing someone help tell me. But we would love to show you how this works, which is really special. And yeah, I'm just gonna use this opportunity to say that yes, I did quit my day job, which is crazy. I know. It's great, I love my day job. Thank you, but here we are. So if you need, I did, I bought a house and quit my job so I could have a studio for all my puppets. So if you want to, if you need people to build things, if you need places to rehearse, if you need things custom built, you should talk to us, talk to the guild. Like, we would love to support you in that. Slash, I'll take your money, I'm a freelance artist, right? Like most of us are, I feel like. All right, I think that I should stop talking. I think that's everything we've said. I'm just so thankful that you guys are here. It really just means so much to see this place full of people who just want to see some art, right? And you probably saw puppetry tonight that you didn't think was puppetry, right? Who would have thought that was puppetry? That's the beauty of this. So if you have questions for us after, we'll be here. You can grab my business card. You can talk to me later. Everybody here is more than happy to talk to you about their work. And thank you so much for coming to the Rocky Mountain Puppet Slam.
C'est si beau quand je la tiens dans mes bras de me dire que tout ça c'est à moi pour de bon. C'est si bon. Et si nous nous aimons, cherchez pas la raison. C'est parce que c'est si bon. C'est parce que c'est si bon. C'est parce que c'est trop bon.